Hello. Um, so there's no real subject, so to speak. I've got as an idea to aim for with this live stream. Instead, it's time for my supplements, my morning coffee at 1 o'clock, and some nut butter. Just had a new one arrive that I'm curious to test out the quality of its nuts compared to the previous nut butter. I think this one's a better one. Pounds cheaper actually. It's a better nut butter. The other one, all the nuts came from America. And I'm hoping these are, let's have a read. It says made in the UK. The nuts aren't going to be from the UK, we know that. And it doesn't say. It just says smooth almond butter. That's 100%. That's all it can guarantee. It's a smooth almond butter. But it's a better company anyway. I'm just trying to find myself after waking up. When I wake up, I have to figure out what changes that night's sleep led to in my body, get back to grips with my body and work with my body from that new point. But yeah, it's when I've been waking up and doing that, it's been normally taking me a few hours to do that, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours at a time, to get into grips with the physical pain on some level. But I'm up and active a lot quicker, and it's a lot scarier process. I'm not giving myself the time and space at the moment. So I'm a bit scared of making this live stream. But I'm sure it'll be fine. There's nothing really to say of the world. I'm pretty locked into myself, my own concerns at the moment, to be keeping up with the joke that is the American election and how on earth Donald Trump is allowed to run on any level this year. I saw the original equation and I thought, if this ever gives an answer that he's able to run, I'd get caught up in that miracle for the rest of my life. It'd be so beautiful. I thought he had so many law cases against him that it was like an impossibility, but then he's been impeached, hasn't he? How is it possible? But who knows? I don't keep up to date with politics on any level to say I'm 100% certain of anything in politics. It's just not my bag. It's not that it couldn't have been, it's just the way the world has packaged it and sold it. It's a little bit not what it could have been. I suppose you go back all the way to the ancient Greeks, the ones who birthed democracy, and the guy that's the most wisest and cleverest out of all the philosophers from ancient Greece, Socrates, what happened? The political system killed him. So either wisdom is where it's at, or politics is where it's at, because even the ancient Greeks didn't have politics in check. So what is the point? When politics at its very core, at its very simplest, will kill wisdom. It will kill wisdom. And yeah. Anyway, some of my ponderings. Well, I had a bit of eye bright to put in my tobacco. I didn't put it in. I'm really targeting my eyes at the moment. They've been a problem for me for a couple of years now at least, maybe longer. And I've found 2 real good solutions within the space of a few days. And half of it is this eye bright resin that I'm going to put in my tobacco, and hopefully it should do something and support the other therapy I'm doing on them. So the aim for my life at the moment is just to see out a lot of stress that's blown up. Take on board and integrate 2-3 really good positive things that should give the space for me to start doing what I need for in a different way for the first time. It's like I've gone through some sort of rebirthing process at the moment where I've died as a human being on some level, and I'm becoming more of a humanitarian, you know, a human first for the first time, or at least a human to 50% sort of thing, 49, 50%, 51%, meeting my humanity from my individuality, my autism, my closed-inness. So yeah, we've got some nut butter to try. I'll let you know. The other one was, I believe they just got like the best standardized quality. I'm into wonky and slightly bent and slightly off coloured being healthier, because it looks a bit more natural than just like a bog standard perfect almond every time. Question the seed and the genetics and all of that, and just to see a wonky almond, slightly discoloured almond, says actually I'm a little bit healthier. And I think the first brand went for the perfect almond, which is, in my mind, makes it a bit sweeter. The perfect almond for taste would be a little bit sweet. When you've got a lot of them for a nut butter, it's not so nice. You want the taste to be a little bit more earthy and almondy in my mind. It's turning into Gabriel's preference in in taste today. That's what it is. We've got our coffee here. I'll give you my recipe of what I put in my coffee another time. And we've got a high vibrational conscious salt that has replaced soya sauce in my diet instantly. I was not addicted, but I was using soya sauce to focus my mind. The taste would focus my mind. The saltiness and heaviness. But since I got these salts, they're Egyptian frost salts. Does the same thing. And salt is pure consciousness. And this salt is really light. It's really light. When I've done it before with other good salts, they're quite heavy and they're quite of a push and punch in the face when you just put a bit on your tongue. This one, it's really, it's nice. And yeah, if you want something to just focus you through the day, that's it's going to be salt. Really, really good for the body. Anyway. I made some high vibrational chocolate as well. That stuff has saved me from depression and is pulling me out of depression at the moment. It's, I basically put all the superfoods and anything that was worth going in there that I own. And it doesn't taste like the best chocolate in the world, in honesty. But you know that it's got the consciousness in it. It's like alive, it's doing something. And I'm normally depressed when I wake up because I've got sleep apnea. So when I finally go to sleep, the choice isn't mine. I pass out. And I know the sleep that I get isn't restful. It's like I might as well have been awake, sort of thing. It's like someone's just stolen 5 hours of my time when I wake up and I'm depressed and I've got to get straight to work with my physical body. But I've been taking just a lick of this chocolate that's a little bit runny as soon as I wake up. And it sort of lifts my spirits and I'm not quite so down in the dumps about the sleep. So yeah. We said supplements and coffee. I've had a couple supplements before. I've got my nut butter there. Somehow I've got a smoking hand. Not the right one. The right one, I've rolled it now. And this is my life, man. This is my coming together of mind, body and energy in the day. It's real hard work. It looks like I'm totally lost, and to a certain extent one would be. But it's my practice, is what does the body need? Where am I at in life over a 2-3 day period? Where am I at in life over a month period? A 6-month period? What's needed for today? Where do I find myself today? And just talking to myself as I'm smoking, drinking my coffee, taking my supplements, taking some food, absorbing some higher consciousness salt or chocolate. Is my healing process is hard work, it's functional, you know, it works. Better than the painkillers from my perspective. And you get to keep your body, you know, you earn your body back. It's like, as you're working through it and talking through it, you find like your left leg was somehow being used and utilized and walked upon in some strange way, and through this work of just coming back into your body after waking up, you find, oh no, there's a whole new way to use your left leg, and it really is that bigger realization one can have at times if they're doing this process. But I don't know anybody else mad enough to do this. It's quite painful and full on. The side effects of what this requires in the long run is has to be coordinated and managed, and that is the screaming. So this leads to screaming. You're honest about your pains and your lack of oxygen at times. And what that does is create a place where screaming becomes almost like a necessity. You can't really do that when you live in such a confined place. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, and I think what I've got what I've decided upon as the way to remedy it, some voice training, some vocal training, getting control of my vocal cords, and not put it to screaming. That's the intention. I'm going to give it a go. Wish me luck. And I'm going to have some almond butter and a coffee now. Highly recommend these sorts. They're not cheap, but carry them in your pocket and keep yourself focused all day long. It's yeah. I'm just thinking of different ways I could market it and sell it as a brain super booster and charge £100 for the same pot and make a lot of money. Tell nobody that there's salt in it. It's just a super brain booster.